Right, hello. I just wanted to take a quick moment to highlight your 14th learning module. It's crazy to think that we only have a few chapters left in the book, and we are in that final stretch of the semester. So this week, as I mentioned, we're nearing the finish line, so you're going to read that chapter 19, or the specific page numbers here, and contribute to your discussion board questions, which are largely centered around, again, this idea of like hunting and gathering. And then I'm asking you to go out and do like a quick search on the internet to see if there's food locally here that you can forage. You might be really surprised to see some of the things that you could find, even potentially in your own lawn, depending on what's growing in your lawn. So you'll contribute to those discussion board questions. In the text, this edible East Bay is mentioned, and Anthony is one of the mushroom hunters that you've been following through Pollen's book. So there is this article that I have you go out and review, and then a short quiz associated with that. In that quiz, the last question is a short answer. So you are going to kind of be like, oh, did it save my quiz? Did it, am I good to go or am I not good to go? That question does require that I go in and manually grade it. So don't be surprised if it looks a little funky. I will try to get in there as quick as I can to grade those, just so you know what's going on with that specific quiz. And then this week we're talking about goal making strategies and really this idea of grit. You're going to review, so you've got this little list of things that you're going to review related to grit and setting goals, programming your mind for success, those sorts of things. One of my favorite things, so you've got this excerpt here from Michael Jordan, but then you also have this short little video from Angela Duckworth. She was a psychologist who did a lot of studies on grit. And one of my favorite ones, if you've followed any of the studies associated with grit, was putting marshmallows in front of small children and seeing if they could delay gratification, right? So this idea that I'm going to put a marshmallow here, if you can wait for 15 minutes, you get 2 marshmallows, right? I've tried it with my children. My 8-year-old totally gets it. She's like, I can wait 15 minutes. I can wait 30 minutes if there's going to be 3 at 30 minutes, right? My 5-year-old, she would rather just eat the marshmallow right then and there. So it's kind of a fun, like, how gritty are you making those connections with delayed gratification, those sorts of things. So you'll review that video, and then there's this also great video out here talking about how you can program your mind for success. So another little short video for you to watch. And then you've got some questions associated with it. So you're going to review those materials. And then like I said, I've got some questions here that you'll contribute to a journal. So you can copy and paste these into that journal, or you can copy and paste them into a Word document and then attach them to your journal entry. So notice there are 4 questions here. Some of them are like 2-part questions, so just make sure you're paying attention to the requirements for that. This is a really good time to talk about goal-making strategies as we wrap up the final part of the semester. You can take some time to reflect back to that managing priorities week and what some of your goals were for the semester. But then it's also really good to think now, like, now that we're near the end of the semester, A, did I meet my goals? And then B, like, what goals am I going to be setting for myself after this semester, right? So it's a good little connecting the loop, the dots, if you will, in terms of like, what did I say I was going to do? Did I do it? And then we have this saying called say it, do it, prove it, right? So do my grades prove that I was going to get straight A's this semester, or I was going to pass all of my classes, if those were some of your short-term goals. So with that, that is your 14th learning module. Next week is the last week where we have content, and then week 16 is where you'll work on those recipe cards and submit those as your final assignment. So that's all you have in week 16. I would encourage you to start working on them now, just in case you do have questions or you need help with them. I'm always happy to help. So with that, I hope you all have a fantastic week. I'm super grateful for the rain. As an ag person who's getting ready for my garden, the campus garden, all the things that are going on outdoors, and knowing that the drought is definitely happening again this year, I'm always grateful to see some precipitation come from the sky. So I hope you're enjoying the rain. If the rain's not your thing, please know that those of us that are engaged in agriculture are very grateful for the rain. So with that, have a fantastic week. And as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out.